Yes, I think we are live. Hello, everybody. If you're just tuning in, welcome. Hello. It will be amazing to have you live. If for some reason you didn't catch up this video when I was just doing it live, and I just want to tell you that feel free to reach out. Feel free to share with me anything that you felt that it was touching you and anything that you're going through right now. So, and if you're live, just say hello so I can comment and I can say hello back to you because this platform allows me to do that. So it's okay to say hello and kind of connect between you and I. I won't be here more than perhaps even 10 minutes. I do have something that I want to share with you that perhaps right now you're not going to have the chance to implement right away. But please, stay with me. It's going to be totally worth it. The content will last maybe like 6 minutes in the time that I am teaching you something that is going to help you, doing something for you that will set up your week for massive success. Okay? First of all, I have learned that successful people don't do different things. They just do things in a different way. And one of the things that I learned from successful people, including myself, because I have to say, wow, I have succeeded at this area. Okay. And one of the things that I have learned is a method in which you set up every single day for success. And why do we want to do this? Preferably on a Sunday night. A lot of experts recommend that Sunday is when you set up the pace for your entire week. That's why if you have taken any sort of like nutritional plan, usually they will do a prescribed meal prep on Sunday, right? Like it's typically a day when we rest. It's typically a day when we dedicate that time to get grounded. And for those of you that the word grounded doesn't really get you, or maybe it turns you down, what I mean with grounded is basically that you have the time to connect with you. You have the time to be silent. So with that being said, you and I will have this opportunity to elaborate the things that you can do to have your meal prep. And instead of meal prep, it's going to be energy prep that will set you up for the rest of the week. Okay. So the meal prep or the energy prep, it's going to be number one. You need to have a calendar in front of you. And with that calendar, I want you to create different buckets. One bucket is going to be for the things that you must do because those are responsibilities that you have to fulfill. And that includes, taking your kids to school. That includes working. That includes the obligations that you have. Okay. So that's the number one thing that you will start in that bucket. The second bucket that you are going to have in that inventory of the things that you're going to do is your personal stuff. Okay. So when are you going to take time every single day to say hello to yourself? So that's the second kind of bucket. Okay. So let's just recap so I can take notes with you. The number one is going to be obligations. The number two bucket is going to be personal. Okay. The number three, it's going to be if you are doing business, then the number three bucket is going to be business development. And that means the meetings that you will have that will move you forward in your business. Okay. The number four bucket, it's going to be the things that you are learning so that you can move forward with your personal or professional growth. Remember, growing is part of your duty. If you want to be present, if you want to accelerate, if you want to get better things, there's only one way. And that way is that you need to get better. And the way that you get better is investing that time in the personal and professional growth. And because of that, that is going to be your fourth bucket. I'm going to let the bucket number 5 in blank, because I really don't know in which area you are in your life. For example, in my case, my 5th bucket has to do with my spiritual journey. I love spending time with that phase where I am meditating, where I am spending the time even learning other CrossFit movements. That fills my soul, because that helps me accelerating in that area that I'm working towards my personal goal as well. Okay, so number 1 is obligations. Number 2 is the personal things that you have to do to make yourself feeling great. The number 3 is business development activities that you will do. Number 4 is learning. And then the number 5, I'm going to leave you that in blank so you can decide what exactly is that you're going to put in that bucket. After you have those 5 buckets, you might have colors, okay? So maybe the first one is yellow, the second one is orange, the third is green, the 4 is blue, and the 5 is the number red. So I'm going to ask you to separate your calendar, and I want you to use those colors to create your agenda. And after you do that, you classify those things by the buckets that you say that you will use. I want you to realize if that agenda makes you feel amazing, if that agenda makes you feel that you are accelerating, but also that you are having a very good budget to carry forward that week. Because a lot of times we put a lot of things in the agenda and we don't really have fun in those things that we put in our agenda. Okay. And my tip that will help you to feel amazing every single day is that, do you want to hear my tip? My my tip and a trick? Basically, because I am in control of my own agenda, if I know that I have something one day, either that I have to deal with a difficult client, or if I want to have a lot of energy because I am very focused in achieving a high targeted goal. For example, if I'm closing my month, I need to be aware that I will need an extra set of energy level. Okay. And be aware of that. And because of that, you don't want to put stuff that will make you feel icky, stuff that will turn you down, stuff that you don't want to do, because your energy is going to set the pace for the rest of the things that you will do during that day. So create a snowball effect by putting the things in your calendar that you love. By you creating that snowball effect, then your entire week will be ready for success. In other words, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, make it amazing. Make it fun and do it as much as you can. Okay. I understand that there are things that you have which are obligations. Maybe if you still feel like, oh, you can't really get through those things, perhaps you need to work on some personal growth in that area and identify what exactly is that is pinching my nerve. Because at the end of the day, I understand the feeling or the idea that we always need to be happy, is an utopia. It's impossible, right? But here's the thing. I learned that when you have the contrast in your life, that means that when you understand how exactly a life that is miserable looks and feels like, then you appreciate how a happy life feels and looks like. When you have experienced poverty, for example, you appreciate how to live in abundance. When you have experienced depression, you appreciate how it is to be motivated. When you have experienced that you don't have freedom, then now you learn how to identify how it is to feel that you have the freedom. In other words, everything is about the contrast. And perhaps when you don't have that contrast in your life, then you start complaining because you don't know how bad other people have it. And I'm not here to tell you that if you're complaining, it's because you're not really like growing up, but maybe you have to grow up a little bit and understand those concepts so you get easy through your week. And that's how you set up your week for success. Okay, so I want to see that you sat down and then you took the inventory of the things that you want to do in every single day of this week. You color that, okay, and then you take the inventory of the energy that you feel that you will have over the course of the week. And remember, if you need to accomplish something extraordinary, set up yourself for having that snowball effect where you feel great, you feel amazing, you feel elevated. And actually, I have a tool here that I have talked about this before. It's a guideline that is 22 emotions that give you a clue of the things that you will manifest in your day. Okay, I can actually share with you the picture, but in overall, pretty much when you feel like bored, when you start feeling like you are worried, when you start feeling the blame, disappointed, when you feel like you hate, when you're jealous, when you are insecure, when you are guilty, when you are questioning your worth, when you are with fear, grieving, depression, despair, when you feel like powerless, that is a very lower vibration. And we want to act and creating that snowball effect of emotions that are in the opposite side of this spectrum, which is faith, trust, joy, love, appreciation, gratitude, passion, enthusiasm, eagerness, happiness, positive expectation, belief, optimism, hopefulness, and contentment. You know, you see how your mind starts like imagining those things and those emotions? That's exactly how I want you to prep yourself for this new week that it is starting today. Now, I told you that we had 10 minutes together and this is it. We have been here for 11 minutes, 57 seconds, and I fulfill my promise. All right. I'm going to let you go. And I truly trust that this video is finding you at the perfect moment because you are in the verge to accomplish something amazing. And it doesn't matter if you don't have a business. Okay. Because if you are working, that means that you are bringing the food to your table and to your family and you're doing something great. Okay. Take that and own that. Maybe one day, if you have this big dream of having this entrepreneurship empire, okay, maybe one day, but guess what? Today is the only thing that you have. And if you don't learn how to be happy with what you have, you will never be happy because guess what? There's always, always, always a reason for being uncomfortable. It is up to you to have the choice of how are you going to contrast that thing that is in front of your eyes. While you feel that you have it very, very, very badly, perhaps other people in the rest of the other side of the world, then they wish that they have the things that you have right now. Okay? So thank you. Thank you so much. If this helped you, please comment and share. Okay? Have a great, 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 great rest of the night. Bye.